Got a question. You got 10 on this. Would you take 5?
I take 8.
7?
7.
All right. Thank you. Had to keep it going.
I know.
Today we've got 4 orders going out for $122. Let's get started. First thing we have going out, buyer came in and bought 2 lots of these. These are the Bratz limited edition mini cosmetic. They are a 2-pack. These are going to be on the new shelf right down here. So let's see how many of these we actually have left. We'll grab the better ones. There's 1, 2, 3. That's 1 lot. 1, 2, 3. I'll just grab 1 lots of these. Whoops. Flip them around this way. I'm into these for $2 each. So with buyer buying 2 lots of these, the cost of goods is $12. All 6 of these sold for $39.08, and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. This next item, I picked up an entire dish set while I was out garage sailing at the Citywide here in town. This is a Joanne Havlin, Bavaria, Germany.
Flugzeug! Überraschung! Schmetterling! Kugelschreiber! Gänseblümchen! Krankenwagen! Naturwissenschaften!
It is the blue garland pattern. It's a salt and pepper shaker. Buyer came in and asked me if I would take $10. I went and sent them a counter offer. And I don't have best offers turned on. So what I did is I sent her an offer for $12, which is right in between where the price was. So this is going to be, they're right back here. They're right back here. There's 1. Oops. So it's these 2 right here. The entire set I paid $20 for. These sold for $12 even, and the buyer is paying $6.90 in shipping. This next item happens to be right here. It's an R3, which is right down there. This is a 9-inch long HO scale model train display base. Maybe this is going to be right down here. And we still have 2 left. So it's this right here. I had picked up an entire box of train stuff at one of the local thrift stores here in town. It had cars, brand new in the box, things like that, even used ones. I've sold all that stuff off and we've made our money back. So if I would say cost of goods into this is probably 25 cents. This sold for $13.01, and the buyer is paying $8.70 in shipping. Last item we have going out, it's another one of the Jeep license plate frames. This is the black one. Did pick these up at a local thrift store. It's in bin D2. That's right down here. So it's this right here. I'm into this for 50 cents. This set, this sold for $17.36, and the buyer is paying $8.60 in shipping. Today we've got 6 orders going out for $197. So let's get started. First thing we have going out, this is a lot of 3 Fantastic Beasts Funko Pops. It was number 3, 4, and 6. Picked these up on a Whatnot auction that Kevin Commonwealth Picker was doing. Don't remember what I paid for them. Don't think I paid much. These are on shelf 3. They should be right up over here. And I'm going to need the stool for this one. Okay, have the stool. They say, oh, there they are right back there. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, this is going to be hard to reach. There's one. Put it in here. 2. And 3.
What comes after 1? 2. What comes after 2? 3. What comes after 3? 4.
So it's all 3 of these Funko Pops right here. All 3 of these sold for $23.45, and the buyer is paying $10.80 in shipping. Next item we have going out. This is an RA item. It's a new Trolls DreamWorks World Tour Poppy Styling Head. So paid $4 for this. I've had these for, I don't know, maybe about 2 years. So finally one's moving out. And it's right up here. I do have 3 of them. For some reason, the camera wasn't filming, so I had to go back and kind of redo it. So, again, into this for $4. This sold for $17.31, and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. This next item is, I was going through my death pile and realized I hadn't even forgot I even had these. This is an item I picked up off of one of the high bid hauls. That was that huge $600 one that I'm tracking. So had a bunch of vintage long underwear, so I got all those listed. This is right here. Not sure what I paid for this. It was in a lot with a bunch of gloves and things like that. I'll have to go look up on the sheet and identify what I paid for that entire lot. But I would say I'm probably into this for maybe a quarter, 50 cents. This sold for $21.95, and the buyer is paying $8.70 in shipping. We got 2 more items going out. This next one is a video game. This is a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas M version. This is in bin L. Picked this up at a local thrift store, and when I bought all the ones for 25 cents. So it's this guy right here, picked up at one of the local thrift stores here in town, and again, 25 cents. This sold for $16.95. This sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $5.80 in shipping. Last item we have going out. I had bought a bunch of James Patterson or books. I had probably had over, I think, about 80 books where I was into them for 10 cents each. So this is, I allotted 13 James Patterson books. These are shot trials. It's not an inventory either. Okay, I had to go run into the eBay office because hadn't been put into inventory yet. So it's these books right here. You see? So 13 of them, I'm into it for $1.30. Let's get this right. All 13 of these sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $6.88 in shipping. Today we've got 8 orders going out for $352. Let's get started. First thing, we sold another one of the Jeep license plate frames. This is in bin D2. That should be right down here. Picked this up at one of the local thrift stores here in town. I'm into it for 50 cents.
What you doing on your day off? Or what you doing on your day off? CJ5, it's fun to drive.
Meet the ultimate get-up-and-go vehicle, the 4-wheel drive Jeep CJ5. She makes work easy, roughhousing fun.
What you doing on your day off? Or what you doing on your day off? Jeep CJ5.
If you've got some tough 4-wheeling in mind, I wouldn't try it on anything but a genuine Jeep CJ5.
This sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $8.70 in shipping. Next thing we have going out, this is a Joanne Hovland. It is Bavarian, Germany. It's the Blue Garland Creamer and Covered Sugar Dish. That's going to be on shelf 15, which should be right back here. Yep, right here. Let's push this. So it's this right here. And this. So both of these, I picked up the entire dish set at a garage sale. I'm into the whole entire set for $20. These sold for $16.96, and the buyer is paying $11.40 in shipping. And we bought the whole entire set, and this puts us into the profit. Next thing we have going out, this is a thrift store item. It's a vintage lot of 14 Annie's wardrobe with premier issue, complete 1 through 14. This is in K3. That should be right here. We got more magazines. These should probably come out of here and go up on the shelf. We'll take those out. But it's this set right back here. Picked up a whole box of crochet, knitting magazines at my local thrift store. Paid $5 for the entire box. We've already since made our money. I think we've sold, might be the 3rd lot of magazines that we've sold out of there. These sold for $28.01, and the buyer is paying $6.88 in shipping. Next item we have going out, this is a pair of New Balance. These are the MX 608 WT, white with navy.
Here's a radical idea. A shoe designed by women, built by women, and tested by women. All to ensure one thing, that it fits women. New Balance, a more intelligent approach to building shoes.
And I put cross-training athlete shoes. These are men's size 8.5, and they're wide, and they're new with tags, so I have the box with it. It's going to be right up here on shelf 11. No, it's not these. Those are sandals. Let's get those out of the way. It should be those right back there. I can reach it. Not the stool. So, paid $10 at local thrift store here in town. These sold for $56.06, and the buyer is paying $10.10 in shipping. Next item we have going out, this is in bin L2. This is a lot of 2 Rusk Priming Cream Resurfacing Texture Cream. These are 5.3 ounces each. I allotted 2 of them together. Paid $1 each at my local thrift store. So this is an L2. We're going over here. Should be over there. Okay, here we go. I see them right back here. As you see, we have multi-quantities of these. Grab 2 of them. And this person bought a quantity of 2. So it means I have 1 left, which is probably not listed. So we'll take that out and list the single one. This is a nice thing about multi-quantity because the buyer can come in and buy multiple of them. I do offer a discount. I do the multi-quantity discount. This buyer came in and bought 2. So total cost of goods is $4. All of these sold for $33.92 and the buyer is paying $11.60 in shipping. Next thing we have going out, this is an item I picked up, I believe it was 2 weeks ago when we had the citywide garage sale here in town. This is a Ertl Collectibles. It's a 1957 Chevy Suburban diecast. And I did put number 19299. So it's this right here. It is brand new. Paid $5 at the garage sale. This sold for $31.41 and the buyer is paying $12.45 in shipping. Next item we have going out, this is in bin L3. This is a Megatron Transformers Cyberverse Adventures Deluxe Class Hasbro 2020. It is new in the box. That's going to be, oh, right here in front of us. Find it here. It's way down there. So it's this right here. Paid $3 at one of the local thrift stores here in town. This sold for $21.21 and the buyer is paying $6.70 in shipping. And the last item we have going out, this is a pair of Levi's 505 straight leg stretch jeans, size 32-32. It's going to be right here as well. I just listed these maybe last week or over the weekend. So I do have the custom SKU on it. It's 1108. And the reason I do the custom SKU is so that if I get the 2 of the same type of jeans and maybe one slightly different and has a flaw, that helps me identify to make sure I pull the right item and ship the customer the correct product. These sold for $26.66 and the buyer is paying $13.60 in shipping. Today we've got 5 orders going out for $230. First thing we have going out, I've already pulled this. This is a Louisville Slugger Exino. It was 31/21 FPXN 14-RR, and it was a drop 10. You can tell basically it has a negative number on there. That tells you it's a drop 1, 2, 10. This was a drop 10. It is a composite fast pitch softball bat. Picked this up when Citywide was going on here. I believe it was like one of the last sales I hit. Buyer had $10 on the bat. I asked him if he would take 5. We negotiated back and forth. Finally settled on $7.
I just need one of those.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Got a question. You got 10 on this. Would you take 5?
I take 8.
7?
7.
All right. Thank you. Had to keep it going.
I know.
Yeah, have a good rest of your day.
It's not a bad little bat.
No, it's a nice one.
This is a place to find them because normally they're real spendy.
I like that Anderson better than that one.
Oh, yeah?
I did, yeah. But so they're fast pitch bats, and I use them for like slow pitch batting practice.
Okay.
So when it comes to actual fast pitch, that one may be better.
Club's not for sale?
No.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for working with me.
Yeah,
Good luck with
absolutely.
your sale.
Appreciate it. Hey, what are you recording for? Where's that go?
What's that?
You're recording?
Yeah. I basically have a YouTube channel.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. I resell on eBay, so I go around garage sales and.
Are you from here local?
Yeah, I live just right outside of town.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
I hit these all the time.
Okay.
Oh, it's at night. This weekend's the perfect weekend.
Oh, I think.
Yeah.
Have you been getting a lot this weekend, or?
Yeah. I mean, it's been pretty good. I mean, it's not as like the spring
Yeah.
one, but it's still pretty
Well,
decent.
we had because I'm the director of the chamber up here, so I help put up. We had 42 sign up.
Yeah, that's what I
which is
thought. And I'm all like, I'm just not finding them.
Well, I
over
think-
there on that side, there's a lot over there.
Well, and they said a lot of people had them Friday and Saturday, and a lot of people sold a lot of their stuff Friday, so
Okay.
they may not have opened up today.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, but I know we had more this time than we've had in the last 3 or 4. So there was supposed to be a lot. Now where they're at, I don't know. But good luck.
All right, good luck. Thank you. Good luck with your sale. He's my son.
Okay. I just saw your name.
Yeah,
Okay.
Richard.
Cody.
Cody. Okay, yeah, I'll have to tell him I ran into Cody.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
So I'll show you that when we go into the eBay store because I had to do a Frankenbox for the box.
That's Frankenstein.
So this is the bat right here. It's a Louisville Slugger. And on bats, a lot of times you'll see there's a strip. Sometimes it's hard to see, but there's where you find all the information about the bat and the model. And then that's where it's got the drop 10. As you can see, I went and covered this in saran wrap just to keep it so it wouldn't get any more damage, scratches, or anything like that. It's pretty beat up, but it'll be exactly like the photos that I took. Now, what I had to do with this is I had to do a Frankenbox. For those of you who don't know what Frankenbox just means, you've got to take a box and rework it to fit a particular item. So what I did is I found a box large enough. I cut the ends. I measured 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. Then I went through and perforated this with a box resizer. Just like that. That allowed me to bend it And so just tape this up here. And as you can see, I've got a nice triangle. So that's what I did with this box. So now all I've got to do is just slide this all the way in, cut the ends, and fold them in. Next item, this is a thrift store item. This is a high visibility reflective safety vest for surveyor road workers, Neo Pockets. This is in bin C, so that's going to be right behind us. It's right back here. Let's pull it. Okay, we have a custom SKU of 1092. And yes, into this for $5. This sold for $32.89, and the buyer is paying $15.70 in shipping. Next item we have going out. This is off of the huge high bid haul, the $600 one that I'm tracking. This is a pair of vintage J.E. Morgan men's Arctic Long Johns fleeced thermal long sleeve shirt, and it is a size large. I was going through some of my death pile, didn't even realize these were even in there. They were in a box with some gloves. So I think I had about 6-7 pairs of vintage thermal underwear, different ones. I had 2 pairs of these. Both of these sold right away. So if I were to estimate cost of goods, probably a quarter, 50 cents. This sold for $19.54, and the buyer is paying $8.70 in shipping. 2 more items to pull. This is a vintage set of 2 Joanne Hovland, Bavaria, Germany, Blue Garland. These are the 8.5-inch round serving bowls. I decided to lot both of them together rather than doing one listing. I just want to try to start moving stuff out. Bought the whole entire set at a garage sale when the citywide was going on for $20. We already have sold 2 pieces off, so we are into the profit on this, well into the profit on this. This is on shelf 15. So it's going to be these right down here. So let's take off. Let's see if I can do it without breaking anything. So you see there's 1 and 2. Started putting bubble wrap in between these things to prevent them from getting damaged while they sit. So sold both of these. These 2 serving bowls sold for $19.95, and the buyer is paying $13.55 in shipping. And the last item we have going out, this just came in probably about an hour ago, if that long. It's a Holy Bible, NIV, burgundy bound leather, red print. And when you use red print when listing a Bible, that means that in the New Testament, that's where Jesus is talking. So if you have one of those, that's how you definitely want to list it, red print. This is a 2011. It is Zondervan. I've done really well with Zondervan Bibles. This is in K3. Why am I not seeing K3? Oh, it's right here. So yeah, this is the Zondervan. So a lot of times I get Bibles at one of the local thrift stores for free. So this one was free. This sold for $21.71, and the buyer is paying $5.38 in shipping. Come on, load up. Dummy. Helps to press record on the camera. Let's go through this again.